Hi, I'm Helena, the plant doctor, the indoor-outdoor gardener in Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to my home. Today, we're going to prune a ficus tree. We're going to prune it because it's winter time and we want to get a lot of new growth. Please come and look. During the winter, the plants don't grow as quickly. So with the ficus tree, it should be pruned at least twice a year. And let me show you what's happening with mine. I brought it in about, I'd say about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And ficus trees, when they're changed, they don't like to be changed. So what happens is they start to get a little brown or yellow here and there. Nothing ever to panic about. Let's look inside and see what's happening. Here's a brown leaf here. And here's another brown leaf. And what I usually do is I just give it a nice shaking and I run my hands through it first to get all the yellow or brown leaves that want to fall off, which is again natural for your ficus. Any type of change for a ficus tree, they start to drop a little bit. But we don't care about that because we're secure. Okay, let's look at the floor now and see what happened. Oh, we have a lot, and some more. Okay, so we don't get that much sun during the winter months, and I don't want my beautiful ficus to get leggy in any sense. So we're going to do pruning. It could be tip pruning, where you're just pruning the tips over here, or we can go with more. Please remember, a ficus is very, very dense. So what happens is that not enough light gets through here in the center. So sometimes it'll get really leggy in the center. And that's why pruning is so important at the beginning of the winter. And don't forget, what's super, super important is fertilizing, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So now we have a whole bunch of leaves on the floor. That's okay. And let's go in and see what we do with pruning, tip pruning. Please use a pruner, okay, that's clean. I always dip into alcohol. And let's go. Are you ready? Okay. Here we have the leaf meets the stem right over here. And we're going to prune right above a node. The node is where the leaf meets the stem, right over here. I could prune here if I want, and I can even go a little further down. But right now I'm just going to prune at the tips. When I prune, to know that it's healthy, you'll see white juice coming out. So let's do it. I'm going to hold it really taut over here, and I'm going to prune. Can we get in here on the camera and see really? We're going, here's the node right over here, and I'm going to prune at an angle. And let's see if we got white juice. Here's the white juice coming out. That means it's healthy. Okay, let's do another one. And what I'm going to do with this, here's a brown leaf. Do I care about this? No, it happens to be a little brown leaf. Here, I'll go down to the next node over here, and I'm going to hold it nice and taut. And here I move this leaf so you can see a little bit better. And I'm going to prune, and here's my white juice. Let's try a little bit more so you'll have some confidence. Okay, here we go. Here's the tip. I can go here or I can go here. I think it'll be a little easier for you to see, so I'm going to go here at an angle. And again, we have the white juice. So in order for this plant to really get nice and bushy over the winter time, we have to prune all the tips. I happen to find it very, very relaxing. Oh, wait, look what I see over here. I see a branch that seems to be dead. So let's cut it back halfway. You see over here where the bump is? That's your node. I'm going to prune again here and see if there's any white juice. No white. We have, oh look over here. Can the camera get in here? We have a little white juice and we have no leaves. But because I pruned the tip, we're going to have new leaves come out. But again, you must fertilize over the winter time. A lot of magazines, books, even online, it tells you, don't fertilize during the winter months. I disagree completely. If plants do grow, they grow less, but they do grow. And I fertilize every single time I water with the fertilizer, the additive, and the hormone that I use. So now, let's see here. I have another branch over here. Okay, no leaves on it. So let's see what we can do. Here's the bump, which is the node. I'll go down to the first node. If you can get in over here, and I'm going to cut again at an angle. No juice. I'll go down again. No juice. Ah, here it comes. Here's the juice coming out. So that means, that's right, that means that it's healthy. Now I want to see if it needs water. Before I do that, I just see another leaf. Okay, so remember, all the tips have to be pruned on this ficus tree. Again, I find it to be very relaxing, and doesn't take very long. You can do it systematically. Start with the top and go work your way down. Again, at the node. So now let's see if it needs the water. Okay, how do I tell? Once I clean, I'm moving it a little closer. Okay, once I clean the leaves off, I don't touch the soil because the top of the soil is exposed to the air. Again, the top of the soil is exposed to the air, so it could be dry here but soaking wet down here. How do I know that the ficus needs water? Over the years I've learned the best way is to feel the leaves. I run my hands through the leaves, and if you look closely, I hope you could see the leaves are nice and shiny. Unfortunately, you can't feel what I'm feeling right now, but they're on the firm side. So that tells me that there's enough water all the way down here by the roots not to water it. So now I'm just going to, some more leaves are dropping, but that's okay. One more thing I want to say about the ficus tree especially. The cooler the spot, the better. The cooler the spot, the better. And basically that goes for all your plants. If you look up here, I have a thermometer and humidity gauge, and it tells me that it's 60 degrees. Sometimes it goes down to 50 degrees. But as you can see, my plants do very, very well. It's not cold that bothers them. It's the wind is really hitting at it. Otherwise, this is a very bright room. It's not direct sun, but it's bright enough. And that's again what I'm going to say with the ficus tree. One more thing about the ficus. This is, I forgot to say, a Ficus benjamina. But any plant that's in the ficus family, the rubber trees, the fiddle leaf figs, they have a very thin root system, like your hair, very fine, but they also get surface roots. And if we zero in over here, we can see that the roots have surfaced. And many of you might get nervous and excited and say, gee whiz, should I cover up? What should I do? It's okay to leave them exposed if you want to, no harm done. But if you want to cover them, you can. Just make sure that you use the same soil that's in here. Don't mix soils because different soils hold different amounts of water. So the next time that I'm ready to water this, I will put some soil on top to cover the roots. But again, if I didn't, there's no harm done at all, I promise you. All right. By the way, I had 2 ficus trees for 28 years, respectively. So they live a very, very long time. And then one of my friends wanted them, and my sister wanted them. So I gave them a present and gave them away. Okay, and that's about it with the ficus tree, whether you have a ficus tree or a ficus bush. I hope you understood and enjoyed what I was doing. Please, if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to call me at the In or Out the Gardener, 718-836-2402. Or you can always email me at H as in Helena, D as in David, P as in Peter, 0807 at AOL.com. And please put down subject, under subject, put down customer. So again, your ficus tree, and by the way, the fertilizer that I use is 20-20-20 by Jack's Classic. We also use an additive in the store as well as here at my home. An additive is Verde, V-E-R-D-E, and also the hormone Super Thrive. And I mix all 3 of them together, and I water until the water comes out the bottom. Again, please remember, don't water your plants on a schedule. We don't drink water on a schedule. They don't want water on a schedule. It's always as needed. And last but not least, if you're not sure about watering, wait that extra day. One more time I want to say thanks for visiting. Take care. Bye-bye.